Hello students, welcome all of you once again with a new topic in CCNP security, Getvpn. Sharing my screen. All of you, can you see the screen? Okay. So today's topic is see, when we talk about VPNs, virtual private network, we did site-to-site VPN between two routers. We did VPN with the VTI method. Then we went for DMVPN, dynamic multi-point VPN. Today we are talking about Getvpn, group encrypted transport VPN. All the VPNs like remote VPN, site-to-site VPN, LAN-to-LAN VPN, DMVPN, hub-to-spoke, spoke-to-spoke. In all those VPNs, there was one thing common, and that was they all were forming a tunnel. They all were used whenever you are using a public infrastructure, that is internet. They all were designed to maintain the confidentiality of the data, integrity of the data, authentication and anti-replay services given by IPsec protocol. Now, what is the difference between all those VPN and Getvpn? Getvpn is a little bit different. It is the only VPN that is being used in MPLS network or some private network. Difference. All other VPNs like site-to-site VPN, LAN-to-LAN VPN, DMVPN, remote VPN, that is AnyConnect VPN, SSL VPN, all those VPN are designed for public infrastructure. Whenever you are using a shared infrastructure, we go for that VPN. So this is something where we are going to use it for MPLS network or where the network is private. Now you know that if the network is private, dedicated, there is less risk. But still, I don't want my traffic to get exposed for the vendors because MPLS cloud is full of clients. No doubt, I'm getting a dedicated connectivity. Still, I want to keep my things confidential. So I can go for Getvpn. This is the only VPN which is tunnel-less because all the other VPNs are tunnel plus encryption. If we talk about any other VPN, they are all with tunnel. This is the only VPN, that is why it is called Group Encrypted Transport VPN, Getvpn. It is the only VPN which is tunnel-less, any-to-any, and confidential branch communication. Same, the head office talking to branch, branch office talking to branch without a tunnel. So if there is no tunnel, there is less overhead. You have to just look into what? Encryption part. Maintain the confidentiality of the data. Now, who's going to be part of Getvpn or who's going to participate in Getvpn? Definitely, there will be head office and branch offices who are going to form a group. When I did DMVPN, I told you. When I did site-to-site VPN, I told you about IPsec. When I did DMVPN, I told you about IPsec, NHRP, and MGR. Always remember, any VPN we do, there is a protocol. It is the protocol which do that. It is the protocol which gives you this benefit. So same way when we are talking about group, see the term group. So Getvpn uses the concept of group members, where group members share a common security association. That is why there is a term called SA. SA means security association between group members. Now you must be thinking, who is the group member? Definitely, I am having suppose 100 branches, head office. So all this will be part of a group. Head office and branch offices will be part of a group. And they are going to form the same SA. SA means security association. So remember, there is no need to have a point-to-point IPsec tunnel between the members because it is any to any. Anybody can communicate with anyone because here we are not going to form any tunnel. It is a tunnel-less VPN. So you don't have to make a tunnel between branch to branch or any point-to-point IPsec tunnel between branches or between head office and branch office. So Getvpn is also part of your SVPN, where you should get an insight about what is Getvpn. Okay, so you see, Getvpn is used to encrypt traffic across private networks. Just now I said when I started this session, this lecture, I said Getvpn is basically used where there is MPLS, multi-protocol level switching networks. A service provider MPLS network carries traffic from numerous enterprise organizations. I'll tell you a simple example. Like if I am talking about a public infrastructure like train or a public transport like bus, I won't keep my valuable without, I don't keep my valuable anywhere. Like I won't keep my valuable anywhere in the train. I will always see that this valuable is stick to me, like it is connected to me, near me. I will keep holding it because I fear that I might lose this valuable. But when it comes to MPLS, this is a private connectivity. Like for example, if I'm coming to office with my bag, I know this is a safe place. I can keep my bag and I can go to have some break. I can go and sit in any other cabin talking to my colleague because I trust this place. I trust these people. They are known to me. Okay. But still, suppose I am carrying some cash in my bag or some valuable in my bag. I don't want this information to get to some other colleagues of my office. I want to safeguard it. So no doubt, a service provider MPLS network actually carried the traffic from numerous. See, there are many people working in my office, okay, but I still want to ensure the confidentiality across the network. Because see, there are many people from different location, different caste, different creed working in my office. I trust them. Okay. But still, I don't want to expose my personal things to anyone. Okay. So now you see today's requirement of customer is they want branch to main office communication for a wide variety of applications that like voice over IP, video, and other delay sensitive applications. Definitely, voice is going to act as a delay sensitive application. Always, voice is very critical in nature. Voice is critical in nature. Like for example, if I'm giving a session and my voice is not matching my slide or my voice is not matching what I'm doing practically, it will be a flop lecture. It will be a flop session. Nobody will listen to this session when it is not matching with the practical this thing. MPLS was designed to address the enterprise need for both high-speed bandwidth capacity. But MPLS is also having some security challenges. Okay. However, there is a security challenge related to data confidentiality and integrity. See, though MPLS is private, though MPLS is giving a dedicated connection to you, private connection, charging mode, but still they are also facing some challenges in maintaining the confidentiality and integrity. And who's going to assure? I know my office is secure, but still, if I leave my laptop somewhere, if I leave my mobile phone somewhere, if I leave my valuable somewhere and then start looking for it, there is a possibility that somebody might take away my things if they are lying here and there, scattered. Because in my office also, there are a lot of guests coming in, people coming from outside. They might take away. Just an example, I'm telling you. So MPLS also faces some challenges related to data confidentiality and integrity. That is why they created Getvpn to at least maintain the confidentiality and integrity of the data over MPLS network. That is why I said no, all the VPNs on one side and Getvpn on another side. This is the big difference. First difference, it is tunnelless. Second difference, it is implemented on an MPLS network, which is nothing but a private connectivity. You can see company A want to reach company A's branch offices, and at the same time in this cloud there is company B also taking the connection from MPLS. So it is not like that MPLS cloud is only for you. Some service provider is giving you an MPLS cloud only for you. No, there will be 100,000 customers all over who's enjoying this MPLS network. So there is a chance that you might face some challenges, and for that reason they said, that is why there is a notice in my office also, you have to take care of your valuables. Many times when you park in pay and park, there's a parking at your own risk. We are charging you some 20 rupees or 30 rupees, not for carrying your bike. You know, if somebody breaks your mirror or dash your scooter or car from behind, they are not going to help, because it is written parking at owner's risk. Same way, company is not going to take your valuables risk. If you loses your laptop back from company, they, you know, maximum they can do is what, they can check the cameras and find out who took it. But suppose some guest has come and he took away this bag, that's all. They will just tell you. They won't compensate you just because you lost your bag from the office. That doesn't mean they'll compensate you. It is not insured. You have to take care of your data. You have to take care of your bags. Clear? So try to understand. When we talk about side-to-side VPN, when we talk about dynamic multi-point VPN, okay, there is some difference. So when we talk about, in short, Getvpn, it is nothing but group encrypted transport VPN, not tunnel. T doesn't mean tunnel. T means what? Transport. So you can see there is a solution where you have a PE router. PE means provider edge router. And there are multiple sites which are connected with this. Site B is there, site C is there, site D is there. So my Getvpn has a unique way of solving the challenges that other VPN solution face in managing a large number of security associations. So here we are talking about the benefit comparison with others. First of all, it is having a low overhead because it is a tunnel-less. Secondly, he also gives you data confidentiality and integrity or MPLS network. And whenever there is a large number of security associations, okay. Now, when we were talking about other VPNs, we were having a lot of protocols like we have IPsec, we have SSL, we have transport layer security, we have NHRP next hop resolution protocol, we have GRE generic routing encapsulation or MGRE multi-point generic routing encapsulation. Same way, when we talk about Getvpn, there is a very important protocol that participate in this is called group domain of interpretation, that is called GDOI. Getvpn group encrypted transport VPN over MPLS network with a very important protocol called GDOI, group domain of interpretation. What he does, he's doing what? He is going to establish a security association between group members. I told you group members mean those who participate in Getvpn. Like example, site A, site B, site C, site D. One company, shipping company, is having multiple branches all over the world. So all these branches, head office, they are all participating in Getvpn. They are called what? Members. They are called group members, and they are establishing a security association. That is why the term is any to any VPN. Getvpn means what? Any to any. It is not hub and spoke. It is not spoke to spoke. It is any to any. It's a mixture of both hub and spoke, spoke to spoke. What is the advantage you are going to get when you use this GDOI protocol? This GDOI establishes a security association between the group member, so site A, B, C, with a single security association traffic from site B can flow to site CCNA without delay and with encryption. See, this is the beauty. This is the important factor that you have to know, that with a single, because in site to site it is not like that. Site to site you have multiple security association between the peers. Like R1 is having a site to site VPN with R2. So SA is between R1 and R2. R1 is having a site to site between R3. So it is a separate SA between R1 and R3, site to site, LAN to LAN. But here, try to understand, here it is between group members with a single security association. Anyone can go anywhere and communicate, and at the same time they can lock their data, they can encrypt the data, and other guy will decrypt it. Encryption at one point, decryption at other point. That means confidentiality. Always remember the term confidentiality means nobody should read your data. If somebody finds out what you are sending from one end to another end, you loses the confidentiality of the data. And to protect this insecurity, we always use encryption algorithms. And they are data encryption standard, triple data encryption standard, advanced encryption standard, 128 bit, 256 bit, 512 bits. So Getvpn is going to give you utmost security, confidentiality of your data when you try to send it from any branch to any branch. You are going to lock it. Branch is going to lock it with the help of encryption standard. and send it, the other guy will decrypt it. Clear? They have shown you with this diagram that there is a security association getting formed with site A, B, and C. And you can see there is a term called KS. KS means an important device called key server. Okay. So there is one more concept of what Getvpn also introduces, the concept of a trusted group. Each VPN router in a trusted group trusts the other router in the group and can send traffic between itself and any member of the group. This is the beauty. Getvpn introduces the concept of a trusted group. Each VPN router in a trusted group trusts the other routers in the group and can send traffic between itself and any member of the group. Why? Because all the members in this group shares a common SA. SA is nothing but security association. Any group member who encrypts the data and send it to any other group member, he can immediately decrypt it. Now, you must be thinking that if, suppose example, if I lock a bag, now a suitcase, and send it in the transport to my brother or to my wife, she is in different town. And for some reason, so I'm not sending the key, I'm just locking the suitcase and send it. Now what happens? She receives the suitcase and she opens with a key which is already there with her. See, I locked the suitcase with my key and she is having another key which she is using to unlock it. So another key means actually it is same key which is being given by me only. Like if I lock the suitcase, she is having one more parallel key, she can unlock it. So I lock it, she unlocks. She locks it, I unlock. So you must be thinking how it is possible. Yes, it is possible because there is one centralized key server who is distributing these keys to all the group members who are participating in this trusted group, who are members of this trusted group. So if these routers belong to a trusted group, they will definitely have that key to lock and unlock the data. See, any group member can decrypt traffic that was encrypted by any other group member. Tunnel negotiation is not required because Getvpn is non-tunnel based solution. Okay. Now, sir, definitely a question coming in your mind that if it is not tunnel, then how your data is getting secured, how it is encrypted without VPN tunnel. I told you, this is because of this very, very important protocol called GDOI, Group Domain of Interpretation. Okay. Now, in this, what happens? See here, as per the diagram, you can see the diagram on my screen. Group member and KS. KS means key server. It is not head office. I am not talking about head office and branch office. I am not talking about hub and spoke. KS is not head office. KS is not hub. KS is, yes, it is possible that KS might be in some data center anywhere in the world. And why you want to secure this KS? Because this is the guy or this is the router who is going to distribute keys to the trusted group members who are participating in Getvpn. So you can see the diagram that 10.2.2.10 is trying to send some material to 10.3.3.50. The data payload gets encrypted. Original IP address is definitely 2.2.10 and destination is 3.3.50 and the IP header is 10.2.10 and 10.3. See, this is tunnel-less protocol. So you see data payload, original IP address, everything is hidden and a separate header is being added, which is nothing but same. Because you are not sending your traffic over internet, you are sending your traffic over a MPLS network, which is private network. So you don't have to follow that RFC rule that if I am sending a traffic to internet, I should send it with translated IP address or public IP address. No, you don't have to follow that rule. Getvpn does not create VPN tunnels between sites and the original IP data are left intact. See, you can see from the header and footers. IP header is intact 10.2.2.10 and 10.3.3.50 exactly same what is encrypted. Why it need to get mapped? Why it need to get added extra? And Getvpn does not work in that way. Why we want to do that? Because we are not sending the traffic to internet, shared media or shared infrastructure. Clear? So what are the components of Getvpn? Always remember, whenever we talk about some VPN, you should know which protocol. You should know what is the importance of these protocols. How this VPN is going to be done. Why these commands are being placed to configure this VPN. Where you have to configure this VPN. How you have to configure. What are the things you have to keep in mind before configuring this VPN. So in Getvpn also you have certain components. So first is key server, I told you. Getvpn has three primary components, the key server, the group member, and the GUI protocol. Key server, group member, and the GUI protocol. See, it's shown in the diagram also. The key server, as I told you, key server is the most critical device in a Getvpn solution. Okay. The key server is responsible for registering the group members. Suppose there is one key server and 10 group members, or you can say 10 branches or head office, whatever, head office and branch office. It's a mixture of both in this group member. They will come and register to this case. And after authentication and registration, the key server is going to offer them two keys. One is TEC and one is KEC. TEC full form is TEC, okay, and KEC, key encryption key and transport encryption key, TEC. Okay, just wait. Key encryption key and traffic encryption, sorry. Key encryption key and traffic encryption. Now, key encryption key is different, traffic encryption key is different. See, I am looking for traffic encryption key for encrypting my data and decrypting my data. I need a key which will encrypt also and decrypt also. And that key is called traffic encryption key. But to get this key successfully, without anyone robbing it, I'll be getting one key encryption key which is going to hide my TEC. So basically, I'll be getting two keys. One is key encryption key, and the key encryption key protects control plane communication such as rekeying process, and the TEC is responsible for payload encryption between groups. See, you must be wondering, see, if I'm asking one key from key server, I should get it, and that process has to be encrypted. That process has to be secure, and that is why it is called key encryption. Key is going to be used to get those keys safely to the group members. And transport encryption key is the key which will be used for encrypting the data. Okay. Payload. Payload means data. Payload encryption between group members. If I want to send my data to any of the group members, I'm going to use this key, traffic encryption key. There is one term called rekeying process. Now again, like always you see bank often asks you to change the password after certain time. Validity. There is a validity for every key. So same way, my tech key also will get expired after say 1 day or after a stipulated time. So what will be the process? Definitely 5 minutes before that expiry, I should get the new key. So this process also continuously works in the background. Key server is continuously busy offering keys to those guys or those group members whose keys are about to get expired. This is the beauty of key server. He is continuously working to give them keys. Because see, if my key expires for some reason, I will not be able to either encrypt my data or decrypt anyone's data. Definitely, it is not always that I'm going to send something. I am also going to receive from somebody. So if I'm receiving something, I cannot decrypt it. Why? Because I don't have authorized traffic encryption key. Who's going to offer me that? Definitely my key server. So I hope you understood the components of Getvpn, that is key server, group members, and GUI. And you understood what is the purpose of the two keys. Key encryption key is used to protect the control plane policies or control plane communication like rekey process, and the tech is responsible for the payload encryption between group members. Tech support the IPsec security association that all group members use to encrypt and decrypt payload. Okay. So I hope you understood this. Okay. I hope you understood this discussion. This is how the key server configuration look like. phase 1. Pre-shared key authentication, IPsec transform set, IPsec parameters, RSA key, GUI group, rekeying method, group member policy. All this is important. Okay, so I am having a command line for Getvpn. I am having two configuration. One is for KS and one is for group member. So now we'll discuss what is the usage of this command, what is the advantage of this command, and how this command works. Always remember, like suppose if I'm trying to get one key at say 5:30 a.m., 5:30 p.m. Okay, so if I'm trying to get this key, my time and the KS time should match. Because see, I am getting this key at 5:30 and it will expire after 1 hour, that is 6:30. So my time and KS server time should match. So we both has to get synced with NTP server. Then only I will send a request again at 6:25 to my KS server to get another key for another 1 hour validation. So step 1 is set the clock, configure NTP server. You can do it for anyone. Set the domain name because I want to set the keys. Then go with the command crypto Isaac MP policy 10 encryption 3 dash hash MD5. You know that. Any key you can do. Say I say Cisco. Sending to my group members. 23, 24 and 25. These are my group members. Transform set. Profile. Okay. So let's do this practically and see. So this is my Getvpn setup. This is like you can see it is similar to DMVPN. Wipe and start. Let's start this. Let's make a basic configuration. R1 config key interface S1 by 0 IP address 12.1.1. Some default route pointing towards. You can use some dynamic routing protocol. Okay, because your MPLS router is going to participate in the dynamic routing protocol also. So you can use it. So what I'll do, I will configure dynamic routing protocol also. Router EIGRP 10 network S1 by 1, S1 by 2, S1 by 3. 1 by 1, 1 by 2, and 1 by 3. 23, 112, 24, 112, 25, 112, 1 minute, please. Okay, guys. So So 23, 24, and 25. Network 23, network, network, next is R3, 23.1.1.1 on S1 by 1, R4, S1 by 2, 24, R5, twenty-five, 23, 24, and then 25. S1 by 2, S1 by 3. There will be some LAN interfaces also. So for that, I will create loopback. Thirty, 40, and 50. Remember, KS is not a hub. You see, R2 is neighbor to, so finally R1. So my basic configuration is done. Now I'll make this as KS. So I configure the clock time zone. MT plus 5:30. So clock now is now 9 to Wednesday, May 3, 2003. Good. Now I say this is my NTP server. So I say NTP master 1. all these guys who are reachable to say my NTP server is, so when I say show clock, it should take it from time. After some time, they'll start syncing the clock from this. So when I say show NTP association, show NTP status, still not synchronized, take some time. Show NTP status. So we finish making clock set. We set the host name also. We'll set the domain name. We'll set the crypto. We'll generate the keys actually. Go for this command. You know this command. So we used it in site-to-site VPN also. I made a provision of authenticating all my spokes, all my group members with key Cisco, making a transform set. You know what is transform set? I explain you in site-to-site VPN. Created a profile, IPsec profile, and I called the transform set. Next I say is crypto GUI and some name. You see, I enter into some group, GUI group. Here I say identity 1234. This is just a GUI identity. Everyone should have the same identity. I say server local means this is the, I'm telling my R1 that you are the server. You see GUI is on now. R1 don't know no, that he is acting like a server. I said Ricky retransmit is 10, number 2, every 10 second or every 10 minutes. Okay. So we'll see what is this command. Ricky transport or Ricky retransmit question mark seconds. So I say 60 seconds. Retransmit this many times. In 60 seconds, how many times you want to resend? I said in 60 seconds, I want number 2. Every twice, 2 times, I want this Ricky should work. The Ricky authentication is my pub RSA ABC, which we created just now. And I want this to be a unicast. You can do it with multicast also. But at present, I am having only one server. So I will keep it unicast. By default, it is multicast. So I changed it. Then I say SA IPsec 1. sequence to insert in the security list. You see how I enter in different menus. Now I say, once I go there, I have to enter into profile some name. But before that, I have to create an access list. Now in this access list, you see what is the important part. I'm telling my this thing that please don't encrypt EIGRP. Don't encrypt any other protocol. Just encrypt 30, 40, and 50. So if I say deny means they won't be encrypted. If I say permit, then they will be encrypted. So what I'll do first, I will set the profile.